Ladies and gentlemen, the first batch of unique gear is here, been released long time ago. Anyway, there's 6 unique gear in total, and let's talk about how necessary these unique gear are. Unlocking those are free obviously, after reaching bond level 20. But in here, I'm gonna talking about upgrading its tier, from tier 1 to tier 2. Tier 2 improvement require many investment, and some of them are necessary to do so. But should you do it, upgrading unique gear from tier 1 into tier 2? Is it really worth it, and what changes when you can't see any differences at all? So, let's talk about it, shall we? First 3 stars students unique gear, Aru's precious wallet. On tier 1, her unique gear improve her accuracy by 150. To be fair, without accuracy buff on her UG is already enough. But it's a free additional stats, so let's just accept what it is. On tier 2 unique gear, the damage dealt from her basic skill are improved by 4% into 6%. While her additional damage has improved by 5% into 9%. Sounds like not a great improvement, doesn't it? Well, take a look at her basic skill. There's 50% chances she will deal additional AoE damage. On tier 2 unique gear, the chances are disappear completely, and will always go RT to deal additional AoE damage. So, no more RNG or malding basic skill additional damage. Either way, her basic skill is awesome, it can deal more or less 200k damage. Aside from that, her elf are farmable on hard stage 19-3, making it easy to unlock basic skill plus. Overall, Aru unique gear didn't do a great improvement to her damage. But instead, it just a simple change by removing 50% chances to deal additional damage, into always deal additional damage. No more additional damage malding on her basic skill, now just a critical malding. So, is it necessary to unlocking her tier 2 unique gear? Well, knowing she is free, just unlock it and sure she will help you a lot. Next 3 stars students unique gear Archeruji. On tier 1, increase her attack speed, and surprisingly, it was good. Heck, even greater if you upgrade it into tier 2, which is more attack speed. I mean, take a look at this. It's so fast. We can see the differences between the one with unique gear and the one without it. Without having unique gear on her is really slow. Even without unique gear, her area damage is still awesome. Her unique gear is just attack speed, meaning that she will deal damage much faster. So, is it necessary to unlock her tier 2 unique gear? Yes, absolutely. I've talked about how great she is at dealing area damage, but the content make her almost no use. Having her unique gear at tier 1 are enough for casual player. Upgrading it will make her become useful against cheesed or commission EXP. Or other content that has heavy defense swarms. Anyway, her elf will be available on joint firing drill shop later in the future. Which an easy opportunity to unlocking tier 2 unique gear and maximizing her stars. If you already have her on 5 stars, you can probably unlock that immediately. While for casual or newcomer, better wait her elf to be available on the shop. She has strong niche. Next 3 stars students unique gear are Little Shun. A specialized explosive single damage dealer are now have her own unique gear. On tier 1, increase critical damage by 2000, or equal 20%. In case you might be wondering, is 2000 critical damage are really that big? The answer is yes, it has similar rate as tier 7 watch. With that amount, having her unique gear on tier 1 is already enough, I guess. But won't gonna compete with other explosive single damage dealer. On tier 2, her basic skill has 15% into 29% damage improvement. This might be sound quite low. But for a sniper student, which most of them has very high attack, 29% can be a great improvement. Aside from that, her basic skill plus attack has ability to ignore enemies' defense. Ignore defense is not really that matter at some regular stages, but it has point against bosses. So, is it necessary to increase her unique gear tier into tier 2? The answer is no, although she is great explosive single target damage dealer. But that will cost so much investment, just to make her become main explosive damage dealer. Until now, I don't really know where you can use her, and the other veteran player also find her no use at all. Which mean, you can just ignore her UG for now, until new content where she shine is released. The other 3-star students' unique gear are as soon as Bunny Tail Grenade. On tier 1, it increase her attack by 200. While on tier 2, improve the basic skill attack buff by 7% into 11%, and additionally she recover 1x skill cost by 1. Recover X skill by 1 might actually not really great, and furthermore need more investment. But I think increase her attack by 40% on maxes sound like a lot to me. So is it necessary to increase her UG tier into tier 2? Well, probably not must or not should I guess. Because the main reason is another heavy investment, and her utility isn't that awesome. But having her unique gear on tier 1 should be enough for regular stages. Anyway, next student's unique gear are Yuka's scientific calculator. On tier 1, increase her defense, which makes her enhanced skill very useful. While on tier 2, improve the damage she dealt by 28% into 53%. Not much damage improvement I'd say. But her basic skill plus has additional 33% evasion buff lasting for short duration. For comparison, here we can see slightly differences between without and with unique gear. The one with unique gear has small damage reduction, since the tier 1 increase her defense. The evasion buff from tier 2 unique gear really did something great, and make her quite useful as free tanker. It is really necessary to unlock tier to her unique gear, since it offer her more survivability. Her LFR also farmable on 3 hard stages, making her easier to unlock tier 2 unique gear. She can be used on PvP, due to high evasion and the defense she has. Last unique gear are Hair's Balls. On tier 1 increase attack by 400, really not necessary improvement since she is supporter. But that's fine. While the tier 2 are improve the HP recovery debuff by 9% into 17%. And the debuff duration is also increased by 10 seconds, making her basic skill cooldown is just 5 seconds. But how useful this debuff are? Not really much though, here we can see the differences. So it's around 2k into 7k HP recover reduction into the enemy. At this moment, this debuff isn't very helpful, and the last time I've used her basic skill plus is on Trinity D. Because she can reduce the enemy HP recover rate and the only content that is available for her. Overall, from all of their unique gear changes, only few that are really necessary to take. While the rest aren't not must to tier 2, which having them at tier 1 are should be fine. And that should be all, as always. Godspeed.